Hi and welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be doing something a bit different. So I'm going to be documenting my journey starting a new CIC. So this CIC is going to be called Creador, and it's actually my partner's CIC, so it's something that we're doing together. And I thought to document it with you guys and break it down into several parts about how I established this new CIC will help many of you in your setup journey. So in this video, I'm going to be covering what my checklist is at the moment. So we've just set the CIC up, we've got the bank account, and I'm going to run through with you what my checklist is at the moment for what the next stages are. So before I jump into that, please hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with everything on this channel to do with community interest companies, grant funding, social enterprises, extra income streams, and all of that. Please jump over to my website. I've got a mentoring program on there. I've also do paid calls if you want to book a call with me. And I have my course, How to Set Up CIC and Get Funded in 4 months. So that aside, let's talk about what my new CIC is. So Creador. Creador is Cornish for creator. So me and my partner wanted to set up a new CIC that is going to be based on us living here in Cornwall. We're both artists, creative people. We wanted to do something about improving mental health using art. So that is the basis, that's basically the mission statement of the CIC, improving mental health with art and creative activities. We also want to bring in just our love for Cornwall and heritage. Cornwall's a very unique place. We are a national minority and we have a really rich culture, and our landscape is beautiful. We have lots of course, natural landscape and beaches, and we spend a lot of time outdoors and absolutely love living here. So bringing in those sorts of aspects of our love for the local landscape and nature, bringing in the whole concept of using creativity and the outdoors to help with well-being and mental health, we have kind of got this sort of rough idea of where we're going with this. So it's in its early stages, and so far what I've done, and it's going to give you the checklist of what I've done so far before we get onto the checklist of what I've got to do. So the checklist of what we've done so far is we have picked the name, we have registered the CIC on Companies House, we have the directors, we have our social media handles, we have got an accountant, and we have got a bank account, which was with Lloyds, by the way, and we set that up super quick with Lloyds. So that's it. So that's all we've done so far, and we've got this sort of rough idea which we haven't quite worked through fully. So here is my checklist of what I'm going to start with over the next few weeks. So my first aim is I feel that we are too early yet to be applying for grant funding. However, I have chucked in a couple of applications, one with the Lottery Heritage and one with the Arts Council. But I do think we're in the early stages, so I do realise that we might not get those first time round because we haven't quite defined our idea and found our community, and that is what is essential in these early days. So aside from grant funding, my main focus is going to be on setting up some taster workshops. So taster workshops, which are going to be free, we'll do them for free, are going to be just basic, easy things, low overheads, that isn't going to cost much, and that's going to get us out there and actually connecting with people, get people knowing what Creador is going to be about, and actually establishing a little bit of a community. So my idea is we're going to be doing some creative mindfulness in the woods. So I'm going to be running some children's workshops in the woods with families in our local woods, and we're going to be doing some creative activities, just using nature and what is around us. I'm going to photograph and video that fully so that we've got lots of media to get the social media started, and also the website. But for the website, I want to up it a level and actually get a professional photographer to do some. So we have booked my favourite local photographer, Olivia, and she is going to be coming and doing a mock setup workshop, which is what I'll sort of set up in the woods, and we'll basically just have some of us and also some other friends that will just be actors in it. So I do highly recommend that in those early days for your website, just to make it look really good, you do hire a professional photographer. It's great to obviously do your photos as you go on your phone for your social, but to have those extra really high quality images, really sets you up as being professionals. So once we have done our taster workshop and we've got our photographer shoot done, it'll be time for me to actually set the website up. So we are going to self-fund the website because we don't yet have any money. So we're going to self-fund the website. I'm going to use Wix. It's £140. I'm going to be setting up that with all the photography that we've done and get together sort of a price plan of what we're going to be offering for the paid sessions, and then also talk about what we're going to be doing that will hopefully be grant funded projects, which will be free for the community. Then once we've established all our social platforms and our website, we are good to go to start advertising. So my next objective is going to be to then do some paid workshops. So having done then first the taster workshops and kind of know where I'm going with that, I'm then going to do some paid workshops. I'm going to undercharge to begin with, just till we get going and we get some confidence up with our community. So we're going to put an offer on to do taster workshops with home educated children in the woods. Now, this should be a real steal to any home ed parents because obviously it costs a lot of money to do a lot of activities locally for them. Obviously, childcare is expensive as well, so they have a lot of costs. So we're going to really keep it down. We're going to do something that's really a good budget for them, and we're going to run a few paid workshops. What we are then hoping to do is that they will then sign up to a direct debit and come on a regular basis to do some stuff in the woods with us, some creative activities in the woods. Now this will bring in some extra money, so we will also then be able to pay for some other overheads which we're going to need. Now I am actually already DBS checked, so we haven't had to pay that out. But of course, any other staff that I'm going to be bringing in are going to need to be DBS checked. They're also going to need to have safeguarding training. So those are some costs that are going to be able to be met once I start bringing in some income. The other thing that's on my checklist, which I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks, is our policies. So making sure that our CIC is set up with all the right policies. So legally you have to have a bunch of policies. You also have things like, as I've already mentioned, safeguarding training, etc. So I'm going to be setting all that up and making sure that everything is available on the website if anyone needs to check us out. So we are all legal for like GDPR, etc. So that's my current checklist. That's quite a lot to do, a whole load to do. So just to summarise, we're going to be doing some taster sessions, so we perfect what we're going to be offering. We are going to be establishing a community through the taster sessions, through building then the social media presence. We're going to be doing a mock photo shoot, professional one, so that we can get really good images for the website. Then when we build the website, we're also going to be putting on like our price plans, what our services are going to be, keeping it simple to begin with. Then I'm going to be able to actually launch some paid workshops and try to get people to sign up with direct debits so that we can establish a little bit of a base income. After that, I'm hoping the grant funding will follow. So stay tuned for the next part in what is going to be our CIC, Creador CIC journey. So that was part 1, and I'm going to do a part 2 once I've kind of got established, once I've ticked off most of that checklist.